Hello and welcome back to another episode. We are For the Planet MX. I'm Nico, and in a few minutes, Mariela will come to tell you about the new topic that we have for you. But first, I want to say some announcements and other surprises. For our first announcement, we want to announce that this is our last episode. We hope that you guys liked this as much as us. This was an incredible experience. For the second announcement, we want to clarify that after this week, our social media will remain inactive for summer vacations until further notice. That's all for announcements. And now we want to thank all of the people that have watched our episodes and follows us on our Instagram. It means the world to us what you've done for us. We also want to thank our special guests from different episodes. We'll leave you information if you want to know of how Bonbon is doing on Insta. Bonbon was a dog that was affected by the contamination of the water. Make sure to follow us as fortheplanet.mx on social media, and once again, we want to thank you for this great support that you have gave us. Also, because some people from this beautiful community have been sending us money to support some families and to continue with this program. Some of the people who helped us were Luisa 997, Sofía/13, Marisol 88/9, Erika 6/7, and we also want to thank our great friend Carmen, who supported us at all times and will join us in this episode as a special guest. Thank you very much for your help, guys. Seriously, we appreciate it. The last episode is called Thermal Pollution. Mariela will guide us through the topic.
Hi, and welcome back to the second section. In this part, as Nicole already told you, we're going to talk about thermal pollution. Thermal pollution is a process that changes the temperature of the environment in a bad way, and this can be reflected both in rise and fall. Also, this negatively affecting the quality of air, water, and living beings. In fact, this contamination is not popular like the others. It is less known, but this does not take away its importance, since today there are already many people who are creating organizations to end this contamination. This contamination is sometimes caused by hot discharges from an industrial facility or by human activities. In fact, not only humans can cause this contamination, but also natural phenomena, some of which are forest fires, volcanoes, and underwater thermal vents. But of course, it is very known that they are produced by an industrial facility, since some of them use water from natural sources and after that they release the heated wastewater. Do not think that this is something normal and that we should not worry, since this contamination can actually cause alteration in natural systems and stress. It is also causes illness or the death of organisms that have been infected and affected by it. It is also important to take account of this contamination. This contamination today in Puebla is affecting us a lot, since the metropolitan area of Puebla is on red alert. Due to high levels of contamination, this had already been reported by the official. The measurement station has said that the levels of particulates were 109 pounds at one point and 111 another, to which this is wrong, since the allowed limit is 100. Wow, I can't believe that at this point we have been able to get about contamination, but please, the people who live in the metropolitan area, let us know how the situation is and how all this looks. We will wait for your message. Now, I hope you like this section, and let's go with Nico for a very interesting interview.
Hey again. We're back on our podcast finale for the third section of this episode. We're gonna be changing it up a little bit. We'll be interviewing a Puebla citizen who is one of our followers. Her name is Carmen. She lives in downtown Puebla and she wants to tell us something pretty interesting. Carmen is a major in physics and graduated from El Tecnológico de Monterrey. She is also an environmental advocate here in Puebla. Hey Carmen, how's your day?
Hey Nico, my name has been incredible. What about yours?
It's been busy, but it's been good. Thank you.
I want to first thank you for this opportunity. It's really important for me that people who live in Puebla and Mexico really know how bad the situation really is.
Yeah, I think the same, but continuing to the topic, tell us about what is thermal pollution.
As previously Mariela said, thermal pollution is the artificial alteration of the temperature of the environment, and this is harmful since it alters the psychochemical balance of nature.
Wow, for me, this subject is really new, and I believe I speak for most of us when I say it's relatively unknown for the general public.
Yes, I already know. In fact, they don't know it as much as the others, but now you can see that many people care about this issue of contamination because they are creating organizations. In fact, I'm creating an organization to help end this contamination.
Wow, really?
Yes, of course. Its name is A Hand for the World.
Please, if you can, join this organization, guys. We need all the help we can to end this contamination.
Yes, please.
Well, Carmen, thank you for coming and joining us for a final episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's all for a third section of this episode. Mariela will get back to you in just a sec.
Wow, what an interesting interview. I really love all the points they touched on. I hope you like it as much as I did. I ask that now that we know a little more what thermal pollution is, we do something. We need to take action to end this contamination. But not only this, also there are contamination that we also touched on in our other videos. There are really many things that we can do to make a big change in the world. We have a great power to create a voice that makes a big change if only some or all help. Pollution of any kind is something that really affects the whole world, and little by little the time for the consequence will come. We should be a little emphatic and think that we are not only the only ones who live on this planet, but also there are other living beings that we share this beautiful planet with. In conclusion, we would like to say that pollution is a big problem that is affecting all parts of the planet, and that if we continue like this, it will cause a big problem in all aspects. We hope that something can be done in the future. We also can believe that this is our last video. Really enjoy this time that we all spent together making videos, editing, thinking about how to support this cause that is our planet. Supporting each other as a team, although sometimes there were many disagreements how to edit, manage our time, in everything, but we always knew what to do to solve it. With this, we take a lot of things with us, since everything we did was a process in which we learned to edit and help each other. We also learned things that we didn't know very well before. We are very grateful for this experience, and we hope that all of you like it like us. This was a very nice experience. We are For the Planet Points MX. Thank you very much for this experience that we lived together.